Hi everyone. Hi guys, let me know if you can see me and if you can hear me. As usual, feel free to on the CC button on the screen if you need the translation. Hi, transcription, sorry, not translation. Hi Ruth, Deo, Deli, can see and hear you. Thank you guys for your compliments. Hi, Sri. Ira, Jen, great to see you as well. How are you doing, guys? This is our week 4 already. I can't believe it. It's really like time is flowing so fast. Thank you. Can't wait to learn something new from Rose. Amazing. Great. Yes, I think it's week 4, according to my calculations. Really exhausted about tasks, but I need to learn, Anicia. Guys, please do not press too hard on yourself. I mean, I know that the course is intense, and I mean, we do our best to make it as digestible for you as possible. But I know that it's hard, especially for those who are starting from scratch, which is most of you, right? So don't press too hard on yourself, please. If you feel too overwhelmed, you need to take a break. At least one day you need to, just give yourself a rest and don't do anything course related. That's why we actually want you to have the Sunday off, so that you don't really do anything about the course, so you can take a break. But again, on the other hand, it is just a very short time because it's not forever, right, that you have the course. So it will only be this week, next week, and week 6 it will be time for you to finish off all the materials. So again, it's very short time left. After that you can rest, but still please make sure that during this period you also take care of yourself well, because health is #1 priority. So if you are too overwhelmed, too stressed, you need to give yourself a rest, at least a bit, okay? Because even after the course ends, you will still have our support. You will still be able to reach out to us and to me as well. So, okay, guys, Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year. So let's move on, and I'm going to share with you my slides. So I hope you can see my slides. And today we are coming to a very important topic, and a very I would say most awaited topic, because you guys from the lesson 1, you asked me, Tanya, how about finding clients? What do we use to find clients? What do we message them in order to make them interested? So we are coming to this point where we are going to discuss all that. So what we are going to learn today, first of all, how to find clients. You're going to understand what is the sales process, how does it work, how does finding clients work for a VA, the logic behind finding clients on social media and seeing the opportunities everywhere. I really hope that after this course, you will have the mindset and you will understand how to see the opportunities everywhere, because unfortunately, most of the people, they just apply to jobs. But again, there are so many more opportunities which are not posted. And as I'm going to share with you tonight as well, that I hired people without even posting any job posts, because they found the opportunities, they found me, and I hired them. And that's how you can stand above all the competition, guys. So how to find clients from different platforms based on the services that you offer. We are going to discuss that as well, the pros and cons of different platforms, and the rules on how to approach clients for different platforms. And I'm going to show you real examples from my chats with clients, how I hired different people and how they chatted me. So I hope that it will be a very exciting lesson for all of you. As usual, I really encourage you to tag me. Again, I'm so happy that even during the time when we don't have any class, you still keep on tagging me. I make sure that I check your mentions, follow you. I do my best to follow back everyone who tags me. So please tag me at Tanya Gromenko on Instagram about today's lesson, and would be happy to check it out, to follow you, and to repost some of your stories. So before we start, I would like to make an announcement for those of you, because you guys already know the inside of SGBV course, and probably you have friends or family who would be interested to learn more about who are VAs, what is remote work, and how they can be a VA if they want. So if you want to share this knowledge, you can the knowledge about our free webinar, you can bring your 2 friends to attend our VA course free webinar. And basically, your friends need to attend VA course free webinar no later than 22nd February, because when you bring the friends, you will get a free bonus workshop recording about how to use AI in your services. This is a complete 3 hours lesson about how to use AI. Of course, we cover AI in this course as well, but this workshop is really the in-depth workshop about how to use AI in your different services, so you will be able to get it for free. So if you want to invite any of your friends, you can reach your sales moderator and share the details of your friends, so your sales moderator can verify their details during the webinar to secure your bonus. So the webinar, we conduct the webinar every day, so they can join the webinar every day. And the workshop recording for those of you who is eligible will be shared on 29 February at 7 p.m. Jakarta time. So guys, if you want to participate, it's optional, it's up to you. So, but that's a good chance to get the free bonus workshop. So let's move on. And first, what I want to highlight before we kickstart the main topic of the lesson is the power of follow-ups. And I really want to say it tonight, because that's when we are talking about finding clients, reaching out to clients. It is really super important to follow up. I cannot emphasize enough how many contracts and how many clients I get simply because I follow up. And sometimes I know how my students and I before how we are thinking, if we message to our client and they don't respond, then sometimes we say, oh, maybe this client just ignores us, or maybe they just don't want to work with us. But you know, guys, most of the times the issue is that they are too busy, or maybe they are distracted, or maybe they forgot to respond to you. Actually, most of the time the issue does not have to do with you. The people are just busy, and it happens all the time. And for me, I usually follow up with my clients at least 2 times or 3 times before I give up. Some books even say 7 times, guys, 7 times to remind about yourself before you give up. I think 7 times is a bit too much. We don't want to be too pushy, but we need to follow up at least 2 or 3 times. If you see that your client does not respond within 3 days after your email, after your message, you need to follow up. And what to say during the follow-up? Let's see, for example, when you message me, and sometimes I read your message on Telegram, and then maybe Leo distracts me, and then I forget to respond. And some of you will never follow up, because you will say maybe, oh, maybe Tanya doesn't want to respond or something like that. But guys, it is just someone distracted me. It's not that I don't want to respond or something like that. And same with your clients. So you can just say, hi, Tanya, I'm just wondering if you have had a chance to read my message. And this can be all follow-up. It can be just 1 sentence. And same you need to do with your client. Whatever platform you are using to message them, to reach out to them, you need to follow up. And this will dramatically increase the number of people who will respond to you, because all entrepreneurs are busy and sometimes they just skip the emails, skip the messages. So please follow up, and follow up with me if I don't respond. In case you send me the message, make sure that you do, follow up and you practice this really important step. It is really crucial. So now let's briefly discuss what do you need to do before starting to find clients. As I mentioned to you before, we are going to reach out to clients during the course, not after the course. So we are going to practice it all here, but before that, you need to make sure that your IG is professional and has relevant bio. Unfortunately, sometimes I see your Instagram bio, I go and visit your Instagram, and sometimes you still don't follow the steps which I have taught you on the week 2. So please, you can go to the checklist, you can go to the lesson on the week, the lesson number 3, and you can just check once again if you have followed all my guidance. This is just my recommendation. Make sure that your Instagram has relevant content that serves as your CV, just generally mentions and makes people trust you more because you have the social media presence. It's a really great way to build your personal branding. Doesn't matter how many followers you have. And again, I want to emphasize, I never mentioned that you should have a lot of followers. This is not needed at all. So you just need to make sure that your IG has relevant content and your bio is professional. And please also set up the time to constantly upgrade your expertise. You already do it on the course. Whatever we learn here is a lot of information. And I can promise you that some virtual assistants who are already experienced VAs, they do not know even half of the materials that we are teaching you on this course. So because some of you are asking me, Tanya, what else can I learn? What else can I learn about my service, about my skills? I say, guys, you can do it later on after the course, but please right now, just focus on the materials that we have on the course, because if you study them well, they are really, really necessary, really important. They're going to boost your confidence, and they are going to teach you the fundamental and foundational skills that you need. So you might want to rewatch the materials, you might want to check if you have done the homeworks, etc. So that's what you need to focus on. Also make sure there is a call to action in your bio. Again, for some of you, I still cannot see it, unfortunately, so please make sure that you ask people, DM me, contact me, WhatsApp me, etc. And take your time to write a post every time you learn something new. This is just optional. This is just my suggestion to you. After you watch a lesson on the course, after you learn some blog post about lead generation, or learn something about social media, you watched a free YouTube video or something like that, you can just summarize what you have learned in your own words. We do not copy paste. Just summarize, and it will be already a good content for your social media if you want to post something. That's really a great way to post more content on your social media. Now let's move on and talk about how to find clients and which channels you can use. First of all, again, we never underestimate the power of social media. And I cannot emphasize how many students of mine already found clients on Instagram, on LinkedIn, Upwork. Of course, it goes without saying that Upwork, we all know that it works great as well. But a lot of people unfortunately miss Instagram and LinkedIn, and they are such amazing ways for you to find clients and for clients to find you. I have spoken to one of my alumni. She got 5 clients from DMs. And I think not all of them DM'd her, but it was like 1 or 2 DM'd her on Instagram, and then she started to work with them, and they referred other friends to work with these students. So now she's handling like 5 clients and coming to 6 because one more wants to sign a contract with her. That's amazing, right? And that's the power of Instagram. So on IG, LinkedIn, and Upwork, you need to have a complete profile. So again, what I mean by complete is your professional bio and posts. On LinkedIn as well, you need to have references. Just make it look professional. And you already know everything that we have discussed on the lesson 3. If you do that, it will be already very good. Again, Gmail is also a very amazing tool, and that's how I have experience hiring VAs who reached out to me via Gmail, and I have experience finding clients through Gmail, and I'm going to share more about it tonight as well. For Upwork, I'm going to give you, I think next lesson, we are going to have in-depth discussion about how to apply to jobs, especially on Upwork. But today we are going to cover this platform as well. So whatever channels you use, even some of them can be not mentioned here, for example, Fiverr or other tools. All channels have one rule. You need to care, you need to be personal, and you don't need to copy paste and avoid plagiarism. And same goes to portfolio. You need to adjust it according to the tasks that you apply or reach out for. Unfortunately, on Tinder, and you guys already joined Tinder, when we post jobs, we find this problem very often. For example, the job is about SMM, and then the person did not check their portfolio and just send the portfolio that they prepared without any work samples, anything about SMM. So this is, of course, how will the client choose you if your portfolio does not mention anything related to the task that the job is about, right? So you need to adjust it. I already mentioned it before, and I will keep mentioning it because unfortunately, this is one of the main issues that we see when our students apply for a job. The tasks and work samples are not relevant for the job that they are applying. It is not everyone, but a lot of people, unfortunately, still do that. And let me talk about care and be personal. This is really, really important. We are going to emphasize on this tonight as well. So you know, guys, that I receive a lot of messages on Instagram or LinkedIn from people who are asking me to hire them. Sometimes people just say, Tanya, can you give me a job? Or Tanya, can you hire me, please? You know, or sometimes people send messages like this. So again, I want to emphasize again that in order to get clients, you need to give value first and to show them the value that you can bring. And first of all, you need to care about them. It is really important. And you should make sure that your messages do not look like templates, do not look like scam, right? So now let's compare the previous message to this message. This is a real email that I have received from Samantha. And at that time, it was 2019. And at that time, I was still working with my team from the office in Singapore. And I was hiring people full-time to join my team. But at that time, when Samantha emailed me, I didn't post any job posts. I was not looking for anyone. And in fact, I had already a part-time designer, a person who was handling my website for Singapore Guidebook. So I didn't need anyone. And yet she saw the opportunity and she reached out to me on email. So if we compare the previous example and this example, what do you guys think is different in these examples? I do not say that this example is perfect. I do not say that you should just copy paste and send this to everyone. No, it is still not perfect. It can be improved. But what one thing is different? Let me know in the chat. More human, yes, amazing. Personalized message. Look personal, offer value, not robot. Yes, I love this. I love your comments because this is really the essence of it, you know. And what I want to emphasize to you is that you do not need to wait until you are able to do it perfect. You are able to have it, to send the perfect mail, a perfect message without any mistakes, with the perfect words and phrases. It should not be like this. It just needs to be human. It just needs to look like you just sat down and wrote a message for me, not for 100 people that you copy paste and send to everyone. And it doesn't mean that you need to craft each message and each email from scratch, from zero. You can have the same frame, but you still need to rephrase it so it looks human and it looks like it's addressing this exact person, right? So it is a very, again, this email is really not perfect. It is too long, in my opinion. There are lots of information that I think can be removed. Like there are a lot of personal details that might be removed. But when I open this email, I definitely feel that I need to respond it because this person put effort to write this to me and she's really interested to work in my project. So what I did is that I mailed her back and I said, okay, do you have any ideas how you can improve my Singapore Guidebook website? But as I told you guys, I already had a person who is graphic designer in my team who was managing my website. So I was just asking in order to respond to this email. Now we will get back to the story shortly. Another way, another real example of how my student reached out to her client, which I really love. She said, hi Rizal, a few days ago, I ran into your coaching account. I want to say that I'm impressed with what you do for your community. I can feel your passion in helping your students to grow and be more empowered. But I said that it's been so long since your last updates. Before I continue, let me introduce myself. And then she talks about herself. And then I know that maybe as a content creator and travel writer, you don't have much time to continue your coaching activities because it takes a lot of time to promote and manage the business while also constantly maintaining relationships with your students. But if you're ready to start over, the Caribbean Social Academy again, I will be more than happy if you can help you to lessen your workload so you can pour your positive energy to many more students in the future. So when we look at this, it feels personal. It feels that this VA actually took time to write this, took time to actually understand what Rizal and her company is doing, right? So it feels really super personal. And then she's saying, I'm eager to help you in my field of expertise, which is administrative tasks. I can be your customer service agent. I can help you to manage your email and calendar and doing any research. If you are interested to know more, could we arrange a 15-minute call in your available time so I can explain it to you? And then she said, thanks, Ramita, I actually don't do teaching anymore, which is why it's still up. Thank you. I actually forgot my password to delete the account, which is why it's still up. Thank you for your offer, though. I will reach out if I ever need an assistant. So this is actually looks as refusal, right? And a lot of people, a lot of virtual assistants can feel upset about it. And they feel like, okay, this person respond negatively to me, and some of them don't even respond back. And what I want to emphasize here is it is so crucial, guys, to always leave a positive impression. Even in a negative situation, you need to leave a positive impression. And I can give you a story. So I was working with a virtual assistant and I was not really happy with his services. He was not my core student, by the way. I hired him from somewhere. And I was not really happy. We worked for like 2 or 3 months. And then I said, sorry, but I want to stop working with you. And then what he did is that he said, Instead of saying, okay, bye, you know, something like that, and being very cold to me, he said, Tanya, I understand. And I really value the opportunity to work with you. It's been really one of the best times, or something like that. And then, please, I want you to know that if you ever need a help, if you ever need an assistant again, I would be there. I would be ready to work with you again. And then I felt like, okay, thank you. And then we ended our contract. And then after like 6 months or 8 months, I needed an assistant again. And he immediately came into my mind, and I was like, wow, he was really positive. He really had a very positive impression on me. So maybe I will just give him another chance. And I gave him another chance, guys, because of this, because he gave a good impression on me. And another thing that which I also want to share with you is after every batch, I usually have a few calls with my students, with LGBBA students, because we always give feedback form, right? So we always take a few students who gave low points, you know, maybe there are some things that they were not satisfied about, you know, and I asked my team to arrange a call with the students for me, with some of the students. And then one student came to the call, and she was like, Tanya, I think your course is so amazing, but you know, I really learned a lot, but there are just things that I want to share with you, and I feel that this course can become even greater, even better. And here is the presentations that you know, I made for you. And she was just so positive, so well prepared. She gave me lots of great ideas. So in a very, like, I would say it's a negative situation, so to say, right? Because she's having some things that she wants us to improve, but she made it as a very positive situation. And after that, guess what? I was so impressed that she was so well prepared. She was so positive that I just asked her to send her portfolio. And then I recommended her to my friend, an entrepreneur who was looking for a VA. And that's how I matched them. And they had an interview like the next day. So this is how even like seemingly negative situations can make you look really good. That's why I want to encourage you that in every situation you need to always have a positive impact, always have leave a positive impression. It is really, really important, especially when you are dealing with your potential clients. So so after that, Rizal said, oh, I see, instead of not responding or saying, thank you very much, she said, oh, I see, it's okay, Rizal, and thank you for responding to me. It's so nice to be connected to you. Whenever you need my help, I will be here, ready to help you. And guess what? She said, I appreciate it. Send me your website if you have one. And then Rizal sent not Rizal, Ramita sent Rizal her portfolio. So see, even the refusal can turn into the client or turn into an opportunity if you have a positive impression. So even if you have someone refusing to you, to your email, to your message, still respond something positive, still respond that you are ready to help. Because I have also had so many opportunities where my potential client said, Tanya, I don't need a VA, but then they came back to me after a few months. So the refusal is not bad. It is actually a sign that your potential client noticed you. They took a time to respond to you, and they will keep you in mind. You just need to stay connected to them, follow them, like their posts, comment on their posts, and just leave a positive impression and impact. So please don't focus on quantity, but focus on quality. It doesn't mean to say that you need to send 2 messages and then if no one responds to you, then you just give up. Of course, quantity also matters, but quality matters much, much more than quantity. Quality is so important and crucial. So coming back to Samantha's story, I asked her to send me her ideas and proposals about what she can improve. And then maybe after 2 days, she analyzed my website and she gave me so many suggestions, not just templated suggestions or something like that. She gave suggestions for my business. And for me, because I already had a graphic designer, I already had a team, I didn't need anyone else. I was really shocked to see that, because at that time I saw that my website is already good. I thought that my website doesn't need to improve anything, but she actually gave me so many ideas. And when I see these ideas, what I think in my head is that, okay, if she joins my team, she's going to implement all these ideas. My website would be better. I will have more readers. I will have more. Singapore Guidebook will have more followers, and at the same time, of course, more clients will come to me. So I will have more profit. I will have more revenue. My business will grow. So this is how, after she sent me these ideas, I sell to myself the idea of hiring her. Do you know how, do you understand how it works, guys? Do you get the point? So when we share the ideas, the entrepreneur already are selling to themselves the idea of working with you. And you do not have to have a diploma, degree, experience, etc. You just need to have the genuine interest in how you can help this person. How can you help this person to manage their social media, to grow their business through social media, to maybe make it more, active and engaged, or maybe how this entrepreneur can build their email database, or maybe how this entrepreneur can handle their admin tasks and lead generation tasks. So you just need to be genuinely interested and give them ideas. And sell second. So again, if you see any of the Sam emails, she never mentioned to me, hire me, or this is my fees, this is how much I charge. She just gives ideas, she just gives value. And of course, after that, after I already sold to myself the idea of hiring her, that's when I ask her, how much do you charge? How much do you want? When are you ready to start? So that's why we only mention the prices during the discovery call. Once you talked about the value that you can offer, and the value equals ideas. The value is your ideas. I think I already shared with you the story of Nofi, who applied to be my YouTube channel manager, and she's still working with me after like 8 or 9 months, already coming to 1 year. She had zero experience. She just had ideas. She did research and she presented to me the ideas. And when I look at the ideas, I already understand, okay, she will come to this position and she already has ideas to implement, and that will grow my business. That will grow my YouTube channel. And right now, thanks to her, the YouTube channel is really, really growing. So, again, value means ideas. Value means ideas and what you can offer, what services you can offer to your clients. So what is the sales process? First is the awareness. You need to build a rapport and show you care. That's why on the awareness phase, when people do not even know that you exist, they do not even know you, that you are a virtual assistant. If you show them the prices at this stage, it is not, they are not ready yet, they're not ready yet to see the prices. And that's why I do not recommend to put your prices in the IG in the first place, unless someone is asking you in the DM, okay, you can share with them about the prices, but don't put publicly on Instagram. Because Instagram is just the point where people become aware that you exist. Second is interest. It's when you give something of value. When Sam sent me her first email, I'm not interested yet because I don't need anyone in my team. I never post any job. I already have my graphic designer. So she first just made me realize that she exists and build rapport, because she with her email, she showed me that she actually researched about my company, she knows me, and she wants to work in Singapore Guidebook. Interest is giving something of value. That's what provokes interest. When she gave me something of value, the ideas, that's when I started to realize, okay, maybe I need to hire her. And after that, I had a call with her. I said, okay, how much do we charge? How long you can work? She said, I'm available for full time. And guess what? I stopped the contract with my part-time graphic designer and I hired Sam for full time. Can you imagine that, guys? Without any job post, without anything, this is the power of reaching to entrepreneurs directly, even when there is no job post as such, because there are so many opportunities just besides the job posts. And so on the desire phase, it's where you present your proposal and pricing, and that's where you already negotiate the terms and conditions. So let's talk about different platforms and different channels that you can use to reach out to clients. Instagram, amazing, very powerful tool that most of my students highlight and agree that it is really important. The power of Instagram is impressive. You can reach to anyone, to superstars, to actors. I remember like a few years ago, we were collaborating with Singapore Tourism Board, and I have just DM'd Derby Romero, if you know, is an Indonesian actor. And I just DM'd him, and I never thought that he would respond, you know, because it's like I was just starting my business, just maybe 1 year or 2 years into my business, my Singapore Guidebook business. And he's a famous actor with like more than 500,000 followers. A lot of people know him. But guess what? He responded to my DM. And later on, when we met in Singapore, I was like, do you check your DMs? How come you responded to me? And he said, actually, I don't really scroll through my DMs, but when you messaged to me, I was scrolling through my DMs and I saw your DM, so I responded. So you never know, you know. And my students, some of them even reached out to influencers, to celebrities, and you know, some of them got a response, and some of them even secured them as clients. So this is the beauty of Instagram, and you can stand above the competition with Instagram as well. The downside is that it can take time to build trust, and sometimes, and I mean, it is normal, because again, Instagram is just building awareness, right? And sometimes I say that it's great to message people on Instagram, but you even can just follow them. Just follow them and comment under their posts or like their posts, and it will already make you visible in front of them, even if you don't directly message them. You can just follow them, you can just like them, you can just you know, comment under their posts, they will see you. And I had students, like stories from my students who followed different like coaches, nutritionists, and then this coach is opening their Instagram and like, oh, there is some lady virtual assistant who is following me. Oh, interesting. I will go and check her Instagram. And then they go to Instagram, oh, virtual assistant, and doing some social media, doing some admin. Oh, interesting. I will DM her. So, you know, this is how it works. And we cannot 100% know if people need our services. And of course, this is the downside, because when we are reaching out to a coach and a nutritionist, there is no job post, right? So like Sam was reaching out to me, there is no job post. So it is not 100% that I need this person. But to me, it is really a small downside, because unfortunately, most of the entrepreneurs do not realize that they need help with different things. or sometimes they're just too busy. They're like, okay, I need help with social media management, but maybe later. I don't know where to find these people. I do not know how much to pay them. I do not know what they can help me with exactly. So maybe I will do it later, you know? And so they never post these job posts. But yes, this is the fact that we cannot 100% know if people need our services. The tips, again, as I said, follow people that you want to work with, genuinely comment on their stories or posts, and think about what value you can bring to them. And of course, with most of the highlight services that we know, it is quite easy to see what value you can bring. For social media management, analyze their social media. Analyze their competitors. And you can say, for example, you see a coach, and this coach has 500 followers. And then you can find other coaches. Oh, this coach has 200,000 followers. So you go to the first coach with 500 followers and you say, look, I have found a coach who has 200,000 followers. Do you want to be like her? Do you want to have such a massive following so your business can scale and your business can grow? By the way, I can give you some ideas how we can make your account like your account. You know, we can incorporate more reels, we can do more carousels, etc., etc., etc. So you give the value, right? For email marketing, you need to go to their website and analyze, does this nutritionist, does this fitness coach have a website? Okay, they have a website. Do they have the email newsletter? Do they collect people's phone numbers? Do they collect people's email addresses? And if not, that's your area of focus, right? For lead generation, to be honest, every single business and every single niche needs lead generation, because without clients, the businesses cannot survive, right? So lead generation is really, really important for, especially for B2B companies, like business to business companies, but not only business to business, business to consumers as well. Lead generation is, we cannot really see and analyze lead generation strategy because it's not as transparent as social media or email marketing, but we can quickly analyze their Instagram or website. But for lead generation, actually, you can be sure that most of the businesses need lead generation. And unfortunately, most of the entrepreneurs, they do not have a solid system for lead generation. Okay, what if I'm afraid to be rejected? It is normal. I would say it is normal, and everyone who is starting out as a BA is afraid to be rejected. And you just need to be afraid, but still do it. You know, I was so afraid to be rejected. I needed to have like a rest after every rejection. You know, when I was starting out, I know that it hurts, but you know, the truth is that the rejection does not have to do anything with you. It is not about how skillful are you, how you are as a person. It really just depends on another person. It is not about you. And every single entrepreneur has a rejection. I have never met every single entrepreneur who has never had rejection. This is a part of life. This is a part of any business in the world. I had more rejections than I ever got yeses, and that is okay. Not everyone can be my client, and this is totally fine. I'm okay with it, and that's just the journey, and it will get better with time. Right now, if the person is rejecting, saying no to me, I'm okay. Nothing happens with me, but it's just because I have heard it a lot of times, too many times, you know. So with time, it will get much better, and always remember that it has no relation to you. But unfortunately, without rejections, you are not able to build any business in the world, because every single business in the world has more rejections than yeses. So this is really important to understand. So for now, you are afraid, it's normal, just do it, because nothing will happen. What is the worst thing that you can get if you are rejected? Nothing, right? You will just maybe get upset, or maybe you will get nervous, but don't take it personally. Just remember my words. Don't take it personally. It has no relation to you as a person. So maybe you will just be sad for 10 minutes. This is the worst thing that can happen to you. So be afraid, but still do it. This is a must. How to choose clients on Instagram? First, choose businesses that you are keen to reach out to. How to choose businesses? You guys remember that we already sent you the examples of different niches that need virtual assistants, right? Of course, there are more than that, but these are the most popular niches. So you can just go and refer to this document and choose a few niches that you are keen to work with first. For example, you might say, okay, I really want to work with medical clinics, medical doctors. I want to work with business coaches, and I want to work with newborn photographers. And this will be 3 niches that I want to focus on first. So it means that you are going to reach out to people, to entrepreneurs from these niches. Just choose 3 or 4 niches that are interesting for you. Then think of the ideal location of your client. It can be Dubai, it can be Australia, it can be Australia, Sydney, for example, or Melbourne, or Singapore, or US, or whatever you prefer. Just choose location, city maybe. City would be best, like a big city. And choose a few locations. For example, Singapore, Los Angeles, Sydney, and Dubai. And that's how you can target people more, in specific locations. That would be easier. Search for the niche and location in search. For example, coaches Dubai, nutritionist Sydney, nutritionist LA, or use niche without location. For example, business coach, and you will have lots and lots and lots of results. Then using LinkedIn, let's discuss LinkedIn. I personally got 3 clients from LinkedIn. I know virtual assistants who only find their clients on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is so amazing. You can reach anyone and become visible, same as on Instagram. Sometimes it takes time to build relationships, same like on Instagram. We cannot know 100% if the person needs a VA. But again, I already told you my opinion about it. Tips: update your LinkedIn profile, and LinkedIn has such amazing algorithms which Instagram doesn't have. On LinkedIn, if you post on LinkedIn, and for example, I like your post, then all my friends will see your post. This is amazing. This will never happen on Instagram. This will only happen on LinkedIn. And that's the beauty of LinkedIn. So please make use of algorithms, and that's how you can really become popular and become visible on LinkedIn if you post something that people will like. Contact people with personal message. This is the same like for Instagram. Do not forget about references. You guys send me the examples of your LinkedIn profiles. Most of them do not have references. References is just like testimonials, right? And again, some of you say, Tanya, but I don't have work experience as a VA. Again, they do not have to be about VA related. They are just proof that you are a good person, that you can be trustable, that you can be reliable, that you are just good person. We already discussed this. So you can reach out to anyone who worked with you before, who studied with you before, who were your previous manager or boss, and ask them to write you a reference. Some of the examples of the posts that I have written on LinkedIn. Guys, just give me 1 second. I will take some water because my need some, need to So these are some of the examples of the LinkedIn posts that I have written, and they have nothing to do with my business, nothing to do with the service that I provide. But they have engaged so many people. You can see like 5,000 views, 3,000 views, and I got a lot of connections from these posts. A lot of new people saw me. A lot of more people saw my business, and I even got a client after one of these posts. So, and this is the example of messages that I have sent on LinkedIn. Hi, Benjamin, I want to reach out to you to see if we can organize a private shopping experience for Mont Blanc for our upper class Indonesian community in Singapore. SGB specializes in the Indonesian market and is helping B2C brands to reach out to the Indonesian community through our weekly events in Singapore. So I also say who we worked with before, and then can you kindly share your email address for me to share our past event and event brochure. Look forward to hearing from you. And then he responded and he gave his email. After that, we have arranged a meeting. Another example from my client. So he has written to me after he saw one of the posts that I have mentioned to you in the previous slides. And he said, hi, Tatiana, thanks for connecting. We have many Indonesians using our baggage storing and wrapping services in Changi Airport. Are such services aligned with your SGB? And I say, thank you for connecting. Yes, it's perfectly in line with our readers in need. With what our readers need. Happy to learn more about your company and see how we can be of service. Can we arrange a quick call meeting this week? And then we had arranged a meeting the next day, and he signed the contract the next day, guys. Can you imagine? So this is the power of LinkedIn. I really love it. On LinkedIn, you can do so many things to find your potential client. For example, you can post a nutritionist or again coach. You can filter by location, and then you can find your the list of potential clients that you can choose from. You can connect with them. You need to click the connect button first. Once they accept your connection, then you can message them in person. Okay. For email, make sure that you have a professional looking email address. Please don't say Tanya1234567@gmail.com. Unfortunately, even students after this lesson, they still use such emails. It is highly unprofessional and it looks like a scam email. So please make a professional email, tanya.gromenko@gmail.com. Just your full name @gmail.com will do. In the future, when you have a website, you can include your domain name. For example, tanya@singaporeguidebook.com. But again, right now, having a website is not needed for you. You can have it later on when you when you already have clients, when you already have testimonials, etc. Let me know, guys, if so far it's clear already. Clear, Michelle. Clear. Clear. Clear enough. Clear. Anita, clear and excited. Total clear. Okay, great, guys. It is good to use this channel if you have portfolio to attach, which you are going to have, all of you, by the end of this course, especially if this is the first contact. Make sure that your title is personal and catchy and has a meaning. Otherwise, it will go to the bin. If it looks like a scam, if it looks like templated message, it will go to the bin. Example of a great email. Hi, Angie, please let me introduce myself. I'm Kara. I let business owners focus on growing their business and leave their administrative tasks to me. Let me first tell you that you are a star. I just lost my beloved mother in January, and searching about the end of life been a big part of my greening process. I'm really thankful for the contents you shared. I really hope your account gets more awareness because a lot of people will surely gain benefit from your service. I believe that you can gain more awareness and lead more sales if you post more regularly. Do you have any difficulties in scheduling your social media contents, or are there any administrative tasks that you still do by yourself? I can help you with that. If you want to discuss more about what I can do to help grow your business, we can schedule a discovery call. Let me know, guys, what do you think about this email? Let me know in the chat. Personal touch. Love it. So touching, personal. Yes, I really love this email. It's amazing how she's sharing her personal story, and this also makes us feel that she understands about the business of this potential client, right? So now, what is one thing that can be improved here based on what we have studied? Elevator pitch, specific services, giving more value. Value, yes, great. And also the call to action. The call to action should be the question. It should be the question. Can we arrange a discovery call? Question. This would be much, much better. Okay, guys, now email titles. Let's read these email titles and let me know which email titles are better than the others. Let me know which email titles are better than the others. Let's go one at the top. Second is top middle. Then bottom middle is number 3, and 4 is the last one. Which are the good titles? How well do you know your retail operations? Last one. One, 4, last 3, 1, 3, 2, 1 and 4, 1 and 4, 3, 3. Wow. Okay, different opinions. Okay, guys, so if we look at the first top, don't let poor management ruin your productivity. Okay, interesting, but it looks like an email blast from the some company. You know, it still looks like a blast to the database. You know, if you help your business, your client to run email campaigns and you send blast like this, it will be good because it can grab attention. But does it grab attention not the right way? Do you know what I mean? It's not like, it doesn't grab attention as a personalized message to me, you know, as a personalized email to me. So it's more like an email blast. SGB ex Valentino reaching out to Indonesians in Singapore. This is great, and this is the example of the email titles that I have created. SGB and Valentino. So SGB is my company and Valentino is the company of the clients that I want to work with. And then reaching out to Indonesians in Singapore. This is the title. This is basically what is the information in the email about, right? So this is giving us the opportunity to understand, giving the potential clients the opportunity to understand that this is for them, the email is for them, from some company named SGB, and about reaching out to Indonesians in Singapore. This is amazing. This is straight to the point and personal, not just some blast, right? LinkedIn management for SGB. This is also personal because it contains SGB. It means that someone is reaching out to me to talk about LinkedIn management for my company. Tatiana, how well do you know your retail operations? This is a bit, this is sketchy, but again, like an email blast. Email blast and it's like, you know, a bit provoking, because it's like it means that I don't really know my operations, you know. It's like the email blast is saying that I do something wrong in my business. So it is a little bit negative and a little bit you know, provoking some negative feelings. I don't think that we need to do that when we reach out to clients, and we don't need to say like, oh, right now your Instagram is so bad, your Instagram is like your content is so bad, you know. We cannot do like that. And this does not have negative connotations, but still it's just the title from the email blast actually. So the best is to make it personal for this company, for this person who you are reaching out to, and also to emphasize the meaning of the email. What are you going to talk about? So what kind of email can Sam, email title can Sam send to me? Because we already know the emails that Sam sent to me for the first time. What could be the title? What could the title be? Let me know in the chat. No, you need to create, not number 2, number 3. You need to let me know your ideas. What can be the title? Can you write it? Oh, love it, Nadia. Design improvement suggestions for SGB. Amazing. Love it. Graphic designer for SGB website best performers. Yes. Graphic designer for SGB. Yes. Amazing, amazing. I love it, guys. You got my point. And again, the power of follow-ups. Always follow up at least 3 times. And this is an email example of how I reached out to my potential client, a medical clinic. And she was not responding to me. And for me, I reached out to my clients mostly through emails as well, because medical clinics rarely respond on Instagram, they rarely respond on social media, because they're simply too busy to respond. So after I tried to reach out to them on Instagram, I see that no one is checking my messages. So I tried to email the doctor. I found the doctor email address on her website, and I just emailed her, but she was not responding to me. She was too busy, I guess. So I sent her the follow-ups. And then she said, okay, we have a meeting to discuss when are you available to meet at my clinic. And then we met at her clinic, and she immediately signed the deal. So this is the example of follow-up. Again, it's too long. Your follow-up does not have to be too long. It can be just 1 sentence. Hi, Tanya, can I just check if you had a chance to read my email? I look forward to hearing from you soon. This can be just the follow-up. Now, using Upwork, again, we are going to have a separate lesson and in-depth discussion about how to apply on Upwork. Now I want to give you the main points. People on Upwork are actively looking for VAs. A lot of jobs are a lot of jobs and opportunities for all services. Again, Upwork is when we are completely sure that people are looking for VAs, because they are posting the jobs, right? The competition is high, but again, you know my opinion about the competition. I already told you that there is no competition, and I have so much experience looking for people on Upwork. The quality candidates are simply not there, not enough, for sure. The quality candidates, I mean those who are genuinely interested to bring value to my company. And that's what we are talking about today. You can still find clients even if you are a newbie, for sure. You can still stand above the competition and think about the value you can bring to the client. So always it comes back to the value. It comes back to the value on any platform. This is the review from my, the message from my student. She got clients on Upwork, and she said she got a client from Dubai. And this is how she reached out to her client. Anyway, we are going to talk about in depth how to apply to Upwork jobs in the next lesson. So stay tuned. So how to see the opportunities and clients everywhere, we already discussed with you, and we are going to continue discussing it later on in the next lesson. And I really hope that you don't just stop at websites with job posts, because I hope that my examples tonight already gave you the idea that the opportunities are everywhere, even with people who did not post any job posts. In fact, I am a member of many entrepreneur communities, and none of my entrepreneur friends posted jobs before, but a lot of them are already hiring VAs from me, because I told them how it works. I told them what value VAs can bring for them, and they are immediately interested. And unfortunately, sometimes they are too busy to post any job posts. So I hope that you will see all these opportunities around yourself. Please remember that great things in business are never done by one person. I really believe that you need to understand your value as a virtual assistant. That hiring a virtual assistant is not a spending, it's an investment. Actually, it's the best investment that any entrepreneur can make. And it is your responsibility to convince people and to be visible in front of the entrepreneurs, because you give them amazing value. You give them an amazing value, and you simply cannot not give them this opportunity. You are responsible to convince them to hire you, because you are going to give them a lot of value. So it is really important to realize. So hiring a virtual assistant is an investment, not an expense. And ideally, the client should know how working with you will affect their sales directly or indirectly. And that's how I talked to you about Sam as well. When she gave me her ideas, in my mind, it was already connected to increasing sales, to increasing clients for my business. All right. So it's easy to find a client when you can explain how you can bring them value, either more sales or more free time, or usually it's either more clients or more free time, right? And that's what we have talked about on the previous lessons when we talked about the results of your services, not just what you provide, social media management, posting, email marketing, right? You provide them the results. So please remember about the result that you provide. So yeah, so again, it's easy to find a client when you can explain how you can bring the value, so they can focus on what they like and what brings them sales. But before anyone hires you, you need to know the processes. Again, do not overthink. Do not think that you need to be perfect. You need to know everything. You need to have 10 years experience in order to find your first client. Do not overthink. You just need to be one step ahead, one step better than your potential client. They only need to pay you for the work that you know how to do and the work that can bring results. Please do not charge them for the timing where you study. Okay, I know it sounds really basic and you can say, Tanya, but of course I will not charge them for studying. Yes, but some VAs still do that. They still charge the client for the time when they research about how to do graphic design or something like that. So it is definitely not fair for the client to pay for this. So all the research and learning are not included in the working hours, and you can even go to the job search and find companies who are looking for different positions now and approach them separately. So I remember that back in 2019, I was looking for salespeople to join my company in office for full time. And At that time, I didn't even know about virtual assistant because I became a virtual assistant at the end of 2019. And before that, I had no idea. I was hiring people to my office. And I posted a job on JobStreet, and I was looking for a full-time salesperson. And imagine if at that time you guys DM me, you said, Tanya, I saw your job vacancy on JobStreet, but actually I'm here to tell you that I can do the sales job from my home, and it will be so much cheaper for you. You don't need to pay for the office. I can just do it from home. And moreover, you can just hire me part-time. You don't need to hire me full-time. And I would say, yes, of course, I will hire you because I will save so much money. So sometimes you even can use this. You can go to the job posts, JobStreet or Indeed or whatever other sites are there, and then you can message the person who is the company or the person or the entrepreneur who is posting these jobs. Of course, I'm talking about small entrepreneurs. I'm not talking about big companies like Coca-Cola, etc. Because of course we are not going to go and post them and message them on DMs. I'm talking about small entrepreneurs and small business owners. And there are a lot of them who are also posting vacancies on these platforms. So, for example, if I want to give you the logic behind how you can learn about different types of clients for your services. And again, this is just a logic. I want to show you the logic behind finding suitable clients for your different services. And this logic can be applied to any kind of services that you offer. So for LinkedIn services, ideal clients are those who can make money through LinkedIn. Again, LinkedIn services is a part of social media management services. Remember that social media management is not just about Instagram. It is also can be LinkedIn, it also can be YouTube, it also can be Twitter and other platforms as well. So ideal clients are those who can make money through LinkedIn, and it can be actually everyone, because every person can make money through LinkedIn. Almost every entrepreneur can make money through LinkedIn. Coaches, nutritionists, fitness coaches, photographers, etc. Basically, all the niches that we have discussed, they all can make money through LinkedIn, and they need to have their personal brand on LinkedIn. Learn all about the client and what they sell and whether you can increase the brand awareness and sales for their products through LinkedIn. And same goes for Instagram, same goes for YouTube, again, for any platforms that we talk about. And give value, as we already talked a lot about this tonight. Sometimes it's also great to manage the people's pages instead of the company pages. If we talk about LinkedIn, a lot of people want to grow their personal brand, not only the company brand, for example, SGBVA. I'm more interested to grow my personal brand, because a lot of people who want to join the course, they go and check my LinkedIn, not SGBVA LinkedIn. And it is also relevant to so many more business owners. Sunita Gill, this is my friend. She already hired 2 or 3 VAs from us. She is very happy. And she is a real estate agent who is also, running her LinkedIn, she wants to also start her YouTube. She's running her Instagram, and she's getting lots of clients on LinkedIn. So again, most of the niches that we have discussed, they need a presence on LinkedIn. And you guys, even after watching this course, after watching lesson 2, because lesson 3, a lot of things about lesson 3 can be implemented to managing people's LinkedIn as well. Because Instagram and LinkedIn, there are similarities, and you need to understand the foundational and fundamental things. So you are already ahead of many people and understanding social media, LinkedIn, etc. So Sunita has people who are managing her social media, LinkedIn. She has admin assistants, and she is already hiring her third VA from SGB VA community. Who else can be your clients? Coaches, nutritionists, fitness trainers, photographers, event organizers, doctors, etc., etc., etc. For social media. If you are providing lead generation sales, ideal clients are those who are B2B, business to business, or B2C businesses, business to consumer, and always need to generate and call leads. Business to business is, for example, if my events company is working with businesses only, and my course, HBVA, it is B2C because we are business to consumer. So again, lead generation and sales is relevant for almost every business out there. You need to learn all about the client and what they sell and how you can help them increase sales. Give an example of your sales funnel. Again, guys, for those of you who are watching lead generation lessons, you know about sales funnel. So we just describe to them how do you search, what methods do you know, how to find leads, how to shortlist leads, how to research leads, what software can you use. So we discuss all of that in the lead generation class. So this will show you expertise. This will show that you are one step ahead of the client, and it also gives them value. You can offer them and give them ideas about which platforms, tools they can use, how they can build their lead generation process for their business, etc. For sales VA potential clients, it can be branding and design companies, social media management companies, events companies, preschools and enrichment companies, small fitness studios, independent fitness trainers, and even like real estate agents as well, and nutritionists, etc., etc., etc. So sales and lead generation potential clients, these are some of the examples. It doesn't mean, guys, that you need to go and reach out to them, message them. It is just for your reference only. Again, we do not know if they need VAs or not, but by analyzing their profile, we can see that there is the opportunity there, so we can reach out to them. E-commerce web designer, design bureau, web design virtual assistant, professional profiles. We can see that they have different services and they definitely need more leads, more sales for their businesses. Example for admin services, ideal clients, busy small business owners, influencers. Mention clearly how you can help them to free up their time so they can have more free time. Give the examples of their services, of your services, of the work that you can do, and ask them all their preferences and expectations during the call. During the second discovery call, we are going to talk about it later on in our next lessons. But generally, I would advise you to always focus on the highlight service, because again, most of the time, business owners will still ask you to help with admin, and during the discovery call you will also always ask them, do you also need to help with admin? Do you need to help with anything else? But for you to become highly paid VAs, you need to mostly focus on your highlight services, because they give you more opportunities to charge higher rates. How to make a client happy? You need to work on good communication. You need to be always open to feedback. A lot of people are worried about making mistakes. They are worried about what if I make a mistake? Will client fire me? Will the client stop the contract with me? Guys, do not worry about mistakes. Every single person, and even the most experienced VAs, they all do mistakes. And what is important is how you handle these mistakes. You need to bring solutions. Don't just say, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. You need to bring the solution. You can say, I'm sorry, here is what I suggest we can do to fix the issue. And even in my team, people who already work for years with me, they still make mistakes, and that is totally fine. Don't worry about it. Only your attitude and your genuine interest to help these business owners, that is what really matters. And you really need to show them that whatever, that you are really interested to give value to them. Mistakes will happen anyway, even if you have 10 years experience. I always had mistakes with every single client of mine, and that is totally fine. They did not stop working with me. They did not shout at me. They do not do something bad to me. It is all communication. and you need to be open to feedback. In the beginning of your partnership with your client, you can even say to them, for example, Tanya, I really want to work with you long term. It is highly priority for me to make sure that our partnership is successful. So please, if you are not satisfied with anything, if you want me to change anything, please feel free to let me know, and I will improve quickly. So this honesty really can go a long way. Potential clients for admin, you can find them on LinkedIn or IG. You can follow or connect to them. Look for those who you want to work with, and see how you can help. Do they travel often? Do they look busy? Again, guys, I want to highlight that I do not recommend you to just focus on admin. When you are approaching to clients, I suggest you focus on your highlight service first, and this will be the main point of your communication. But because some of my students, they still want to start with only offering admin, you can do that as well. But again, you need to still later on, focus more on the highlight service. And in fact, because on this course, we really give you the deeper understanding about the highlight services. And I want to encourage you that you start with highlight services: email marketing, social media management, and lead generation. So for admin, actually, you can just say founder in the search result, in the search bar, and they will give you like all of the entrepreneurs, like millions of entrepreneurs. You can sort and filter them by locations, and connect with them. And most of the entrepreneurs, the small business owners, they need help with admin. Also, don't forget to tell everyone you know, friends or family, that you are a VA and what services you provide. And I know that a lot of my students, they use this approach and they highly benefit from this approach. Some of the students manage to find 2-3 clients from their family, friends, community. And I highly recommend for you to make yourself visible to your community. And you can find people for your first projects. You can find people who you want to work with for a few weeks for the testimonial, for the real work experience. If you are not so confident, it can really help you in so many ways. So use your elevator pitch, use your the explanation about your services that we have talked about in the previous lessons, and it will open up so many opportunities for you. So please, guys, do this regularly. If you can let 2 new people know about what you do per day, I can guarantee that you will get your first projects and for your first clients very soon. And it is basically the risk-free way for you to become visible. And remember that you are responsible to let other people know about the value that you provide. So I hope that you can use that. If you are doing content creation is part of social media management. You can work with those businesses that are weak at content creation. Companies that sell something, but their social media is weak. Sometimes there are social media, for example, like enrichment centers, maybe schools, maybe like private schools, maybe medical clinics. Their social media is weak most of the time. Even sometimes fashion brands, sometimes you go to their social media and it is not updated, the pictures are not good. Hotels, I have lots of experience with hotels, those small hotels who do not even manage their SMM properly and social media properly. So ask yourself, how can you help them make more sales with your content, and give them ideas, give them value equals ideas, right? Have a portfolio of your content to show to them. Have a portfolio of the reels that you create, maybe of the captions that you have written. And again, it should not be necessarily real work experience with clients. It can be just showing them how you already wrote something, how you already created reels before. They just need the proof that you can do it. That's what I emphasize to you. Examples of content creation clients, again, social media management service, psychologist, Amanda, real estate agent, Julie, Dr. Hong. Again, this is not to say that you need to go and message them. This is just for your reference only. Again, their social media appears not to be okay. We feel that they want to develop their social media, but it can be really, really improved. A lot of the things you already know from the lesson number 3, and I'm sure that even those of you who didn't watch the SMM lessons, if you watch the lesson 3 on this course, you will already be able to give them so many advice about how they can improve their social media, right? And try to find clients outside of Indonesia, and I'm recommending this to everyone regardless of the niche and service that you choose. Some other tips for finding clients: network online and offline with entrepreneurs and introduce yourself. Every time that I visit entrepreneur networking events, every time I get a few people who want to hire a VA from me. And last week, I actually asked my student from Singapore, my alumni from Singapore, to go and attend the entrepreneur networking for me because I was not able to make it. And I think she found one client on the networking. There were like 20 entrepreneurs. She introduced herself to everyone. And one of the entrepreneurs wanted to engage her for social media management services. Guys, I highly recommend this. Find online or offline networking in your city and go and introduce yourself to entrepreneurs there. Tell them your elevator pitch. And I can highly recommend that because you can see out of 20 entrepreneurs in the room, she got one who immediately wanted to hire her. And I think one more who was interested to learn more details. This is amazing. Just one event, spend 1 hour of your time and you will get a lot of leads for you as a virtual assistant. You can join relevant Facebook groups where your clients hang out. I do not have much experience with that, and I personally didn't really use this channel, but some of my students use it, and some of them find it effective. So you can check it out, but I really, really believe in the power of networking. It's amazing. You can also check by relevant hashtags too. For example, you can put different niches on Instagram. For example, event planner, newborn photographer, coaches Dubai, or something like that. And you can follow these hashtags. So Instagram will give you the content regularly about these people who put these hashtags, and they can become your potential clients. So the tasks after tonight is choose 10 people that you want to work with on IG or LinkedIn. Choose top 5 out of these 10 people for you, and follow on IG or connect on LinkedIn with these 10 people. Plus, tomorrow I will send you the guidance on how to set up your Upwork profile. Please, I highly recommend you guys to set up Upwork profile. It is an amazing platform, amazing channel. And later on, we will discuss about how to apply to Upwork vacancies. So if you have time, I want you to set up your Upwork profile. It is not long. It can be done fast. I will send you the guidance. Okay, so this task is really important about Upwork because again, on Upwork, we can see a lot of ready jobs for you to apply as a virtual assistant. And finding 10 people you want to work with is super important because next week we are going to start reaching out to them. And I want you to do that. It's really, really important. It's a very crucial task. So please, we do step by step. You do not need to message them first. Just follow them and choose 5 out of these 10 people, the top ones, who it's really your first priority. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much. Good luck and see you next week. I am done with the official part. The lesson is a bit long today, guys. Thank you for staying until the end for most of you. And if you need to leave, please feel free to leave. and you can watch the Q&A later. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your time. Awesome lesson. Gracias. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I hope that you could grasp the main ideas of this lesson. Natanya, thank you. Thank you, guys. And I'm here to answer some of your questions, okay? Let me address a few questions of yours. Feel free to use the Q&A box. Let me just decrease the volume of the aircon. It's so cold here. Yeah, just off the aircon. Intan, hi Tanya, if you don't mind, please show us example of your powerful proposal that make clients think, yes, you are the right VA to help my business. Intan, it is usually not the proposal, it is usually the discovery call. This is a discovery call. You're going to get the access to the recording of the discovery call that I do with my clients. My team is going to send to you, I think, after the next lesson. I recorded this call to show you what exactly I say to my clients during the discovery call. And I really believe the discovery call is really important because that's usually when we present our clients the ideas that we have for them, because in the Instagram message, it is not always possible to share all the ideas. You know, of course, one of the examples is how Sam shared the ideas. This is also one of the things that you can do, like share the ideas one by one. But of course, I would say that first is awareness, is when you can share in general the values that you can bring, maybe a few things that you think this client can improve on, or not improve on, but maybe what you would do. Like, for example, how about we meet for the discovery call, and I can give you a free 30 minutes consultation about how you can grow your business, how you can really improve your social media, or how you can have more leads and clients with your content. So basically, the awareness stage is through our first message, is through our first approach. And then the second stage is usually the discovery call. And this is when we don't make the proposal, we give them the value. We give them the value. And we give them the value on the discovery call. And after that, we negotiate about the terms. About the proposal, if you mean what is included in the package, the pricing, etc., I think, guys, team, correct me if I'm wrong, we have already sent the example from me, the proposal from my client, for SMM. But I guess in the question you mean about the value, right? So I hope I answered this. Asyanti, hi Tanya, could you share tips so that your IG and IG content gets a high reach, and especially reaching your targeted potential client? Is it through hashtags or what? Yes, Asyanti, hashtags is one of the important points. You need to choose relevant hashtags. 3 or 5 is enough. Which are relatable to your clients. The keywords which your clients would be most probably searching. Also, as I mentioned to you, your tagline should have virtual assistant. And unfortunately, when I check some of your Instagram, you guys, some of you don't have virtual assistant in your tagline. So please, some of you still have your name on your tagline. Name is okay, but virtual assistant must be there as well. So that's how Instagram algorithms also will recommend you to the people, to your potential clients who are searching in the Instagram about virtual assistants or assistants. That's how you attract attention. And of course, another way, which I mentioned to you, is following your potential clients, liking the posts of your potential clients, commenting under the post of your potential clients. And this is one of the great ways to become visible. You really just maybe spend 10 minutes per day researching different clients. For example, you just put coaches in your Instagram search bar. You say coaches Dubai, and you will have a list of different coaches, and just spend every like 5 or 10 minutes per day and follow these coaches, like their posts, understand more about what they do, comment under their posts, and they will see you. They will see you. And this is a great way to be visible to your potential clients, just in front of your potential clients. Destia, hi Tanya, what if I cannot get reference for LinkedIn? I have a working gap of more than 10 years. I'm not in touch with my previous colleagues. What can I do to make my LinkedIn more professional and trusted? Are there any people from your previous work, or maybe people who you worked with for different projects? Maybe you have organized some family gathering with your, I don't know, brother-in-law, I don't know, and they can give you the reference on LinkedIn that you were really organized, you have prepared everything on time, you was highly responsible in organizing all of the guests, etc., etc. You can even reach out and try to reach out to your previous colleagues from 10 years ago. I know that you are not in touch anymore with them, but maybe there are some people who you've made friends before, but you were not just not in touch. Maybe you can ask them, like, how are you? It's been a long time. You can just start a conversation.
Thanks, Arvind.
Yeah. Just give me 5-10 minutes, okay?
5 minutes.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, just try to reconnect with them again if it's possible, and ask them for some referrals. If not, you can always DM me. We can find other options. Tanya, could you give example portfolio of your content that we could show to the prospective client? I didn't really understand. What do you mean? Uni, I have a message like this on my IG. Hey, love your page. I'm working with a sunglasses brand called Ambassador. I think you'd make a great fit for our ambassador program. We would love to collaborate with you. If you would like one of the ambassadors, if you would like to be one of the ambassadors, send a DM to ambassador and they will take it from there. I don't think it's a scam. Maybe they're just looking for ambassadors, but it's not definitely not a VA opportunity. So I will just skip it. I would just skip it. Maybe scam, most probably not. But for me, I usually never agree to this. There is no value for you in it. Lenny, do you make a presentation while doing a discovery call, or just share and talk your ideas first? Presentation is best. I almost always make presentations, actually always. Guys, I will address a few more questions, okay? Andre, in which region are clients willing to pay the highest rate? Guys, we are not doing, it's not the thought process for us. Where are the highest rates? It's not like UK clients, you will charge one rate, Singapore clients will be having another rate, US clients will be having a rate number 3. No, it doesn't work like that. I think it is unfair to charge clients from different countries a different rate. So, for example, from some countries, you can negotiate, but charging people higher than your normal rate, is not really ethical. So I think we don't really focus on this. Fitria, you don't have to be an expert or a professional to start providing your services as a VA. You just need to be one step ahead of your client in order to start providing them your services. Remember my story, how I found my first client? I was just sharing my ideas and basic ideas about how he can improve his hotel's Instagram page. Ideas like post more, change your Instagram bio. You need to respond to people, respond DMs, respond comments, etc. So yeah, you don't have to be expert, and there will never be time that you will be an expert or really perfect. Again, even after years of experience, I guarantee you that every client will feel different, and you will still need to adjust working with every client, because every client has different expectations, even with one service. So there is no such time when you are an expert and you know everything. So don't wait for the perfect time. I don't have experience as a VA, how to make a client, how to attract the client. Guys, I already spoke about it during the whole lesson tonight. See you guys. Yes, please feel free to leave. I will address one or two more questions. Okay, guys. Reza, yes, you can reach out to your SAs or myself even after the course. Yes. Fida, is there any internship program in SGVVA? Yes, we regularly carry internship programs, and we always post about them on Tinder, so stay tuned. Okay, guys, last question. Savira, Tanya, could you please give example of SMM portfolio? Yes, guys, I think we can, me and the team can create different types of examples for, send you different good examples for SMM portfolio. Let me discuss with them. SMM, maybe lead generation and email marketing. Maybe we can do a compilation of these portfolios and send to you for reference. But again, I don't want it to be copy paste. This is not meant to be like that. And that's why I really believe I already gave you the guidelines, the main important things in the previous lesson. And I believe that we are going to send you the templates as well that you're going to use. So I want you to, the portfolios to have your personal touch. Of course, they need to follow the frame, but there still must be your personal touch. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you to my team for your support, and guys, feel free to message me anytime if you still have any questions. Thank you so much. Terima kasih semua, and have a great night. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next week. Bye. Terima kasih. Bye. See you. See you, Fita, Rocky. Bye. See you, guys. Bye-bye.